Well, it's 10:33. Here's some Age of Steel from Mad Locust Rising because, why not? Yeah, man, like I was saying, BBQ's playlist here is pretty fucking stale, man. Like, this John Cirrus guy, is he good or not? I can't fucking tell.
He's of that era. But yeah, BBQutioner does have some moldy taste, but I wouldn't fuck with that playlist after last time.
Jesus, like, man, I'm dying to spin the new Necrot here, man, and I'm forced to listen to this in-studio vasectomy? I swear to God, dude.
Yeah, well, he's in charge. But to be honest with you, man, the fact that he refuses to listen to any band with neck tattoos, the fact that he states that Poison is the greatest living punk band, and that by watching Star Wars on anything bigger than a 22-inch black and white TV is selling out, I find that endearing. And he did save my ass from the pits.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, it could be worse. I mean, that Fine Young Cannibals phase he was in, that was fucking brutal, man. She drives me crazy. That fucking Ronald Lee Gift voice. Ugh.
Oh, God, do the voice. Do the voice like he's in Megadeth.
Black Friday. Ronald Lee and Pantera. That's good shit. Close your eyes, look deep in your soul, step outside yourself, let your mind go.
Oh shit, you guys are playing Ronald Lee without me?
Oh hey, Mr. Hollywood's back.
Boys, good news. I got our orders upsized the Rancher's Feast combo. No charge.
Oh, fucking big time sellout celebrity now, I see.
But don't start, alright? It was marketing's idea.
Well, shut up, man. It's on again.
Guys, come on, turn that off.
Amazing.
Oh, man, we gotta get the last one. There he is, man. What a geek.
Laugh away, dickheads, but my supposed sellout connections got us early bird access to the tumbler glass of the week.
Whoa. Who is it?
We started off humbly with Massacre's Rick Ross, then antagonizing Motorhead fans Brian Robinson, Guar's Sleazy P. Martini, Midnight's Athanar, Crocus's Mark Storrance, Claude Schnell, Def Leppard's Pete Willis, fuck you, Phil Collin, and now, finally, Mr. Triple X, Alice Cooper's Rambo of Rock and Roll, Kane Roberts. Gentlemen, I present to you the collection.
All right, man. I take it back, man. For a sellout with shitty taste, you're all right. Can I play some Necrot now?
I don't fucking think so.
Don't ever try to change what you don't understand. Live your life under so bad. Oh, don't ever try to change what you don't understand. Live your life under
Holy shit, issue 3 already because you asked for it. The Klaus Kinski of metal zines, Scazzard's Reign, Return to Scazzard. Look at that crazy bastard right there. I don't think this is going to be the last we've ever seen of him. Weird cover, but an absolute laugh to draw. And as you can see, one of my heroes, one of my idols, Mr. Johnny Fever in the background, overseeing it all. Anyways, let's take a look inside here, see what's going on. Man, I've always been uncomfortable when a celebrity dies and watching the public just gush and cry like they were your best friend. I get it, though. I understand. When Ronnie James Dio died, I was just absolutely devastated. I mean, for me, he was my Frank Sinatra, and, you know, to a lot of people as well. Really important character, super important to heavy metal. So, I mean, we had to give him an entire full-color page. I mean, it would be just sacrilege not to. Anyways, you take a look over here, you see Trox and Castillo humping a Rainbow Bright doll. Nice. And then we started doing the Nature Runs Amok, which was a compilation of Nature Runs Wild, Nature on the Loose Rampage films. The compilation of every Nature Runs Amok film I could possibly think of. Dave got on board because he loves the genre as well. And there you go. Everything was hand-drawn yet again. I actually worked with the guy that worked on Orca. Some pretty hilarious stories. We have a label spotlight here now, Renaissance Woman. So this is New Renaissance Records, and that's a very cool label, man. Phantom, a lot of weird stuff. Anvil Bitch, Necrophagia, King Cobra 3, of course, the essential, right? And then we got an interview with Rick Hughes from Sword, which I am a kind of a huge fan of. Sweet Dreams is a really good album. I mean, in this interview, I found out that Dave Mustaine approached him to actually be in Megadeth. I think that was prior to maybe Freeman getting on board. Either way. Oh, yes, the next one is I, Samson, a headbanger's journey to hereditary baldness. It's in 3 chapters. it kind of goes into me working in a video store most of my teenage university years, and Kelly's video closed down, and I was forced to actually apply for a job at Blockbuster Video. I had to swallow my pride. In the middle of this interview, I noticed a security camera there, and I caught the back of my head, and I noticed that I was going bald. It was a reckoning day, let me tell you, man. I was furious. I was savage. I threw a tantrum that this was happening to me. I remember going home and tearing down all the metal posters in my room because I felt that the gods of metal had deserted me. It didn't help that I was actually drinking, I think, Fireball whiskey at the time. I don't know. Anyway, shitty album covers, always a laugh, and, just because we take the piss out of some of these albums does not mean that we do not love them. Here's a new section, What Went Wrong? And this time, I wanted to focus on Anthrax. And we got people on board. We got Ryan Wace, myself, Jay, Dave, and we went down and did a step-by-step analysis of, what Anthrax did right, what they did wrong. Similar kind of to what we did in episode 4, I do believe. And then we had a tribute to exploitation legend Michael Finlay. He is responsible, he and his wife and Glenn Emerald and all those guys are responsible for a lot of trash cinema that's just near and dear to our hearts. Here you go. Night of the Living Shred, label spotlight for Shrapnel Records. I gotta confess something to you now, man. I got nothing against Shrapnel, but I kind of always found them a little bit overrated, man. I mean, it's just... I guess I shouldn't say that. All this Tony McAlpine stuff, this Whittly stuff, fantastic stuff, man, but it's just... I got burnout from it real quick. Anyways, I know that's blasphemy for a lot of you guys. Then, Nick, hellbent for cooking, and I'm sure a lot of you have this already. This was a fantastic little cookbook out there. I think Mashed Potatoes followed up afterwards. Good, but not as good as this one, man. And I remember we actually got together, all of us, and we decided to have like a little cookout, and each one of us was responsible for picking, a recipe as well as a dessert. And then we all got together and got a savage ham on, man, and it was absolutely hilarious, man. There was a lot of cool people, a lot of cool bands that were involved with all that. The Road Report. Dave was on the road touring with, it wasn't Rammer at that point. I think it was Slaughter Strike. And yeah, this was the Maryland Death Fest 2010 Awards. Shit, time flies, man. Anyways, label spotlight again. Now we have Into the Crypts of Disarray, Mausoleum Records. And it had to be done by Craig Rose, of course. He's a massive collector of that label. Great shit on there as well. Cuddy Sark, come on, please. Really kept you sharp on what you wanted to collect. Fuck you, it's heavy. This time wrestling heels. Look at us done up there as the delicious ones in the corner. I'm a big old school wrestling fan, man, and some of the guys that I really love. Randy Macho Man Savage, Rowdy Roddy Piper, man, my favorite wrestler of all time, especially when he was with Cowboy Ace Bob Orton and Mr. Wonderful. Honky Tonk Man, you cannot take it away from him with Jimmy Mouth of the South, Handsome Harley Race, Razor Ramon, even Papa Shango New School got in there. That was Dave. Dave insisted on that, but I agree. Then, of course, Flair, the Fabulous Freebirds, man. One of the greatest tag teams of all time. Stud and Bundy. You get it. I love wrestling. Then we got a chance to catch up with Matt Mccourt from Wild Dogs, man. Woo, interesting character and super nice guy. I learned an awful lot from that guy, and I remember he got pissed with me, though, because I kind of made a mistake, and I actually thought that he was actually on the third Wild Dogs album by mistake, but that was a singer from Mistress. So, if you don't do your research entirely, man, you're going to fuck up sometimes. Then there's Mayhem Burned Alive. Cool cover, but kind of an overrated album. I think I stated that as well, and I don't know. I think he wanted to fight me at some points, but what do you do? Anyways, our activity section, a game I love of Chicago. This was the Chicago Metal Crossword, and then, of course, the Cannibal Corpse word search. What do you have there? Necro, pedophile, intestines, splatter, blowtorch. the usual words associated with that band. Oh, my filthy album reviews. Here we go. Demon Pack, Mania, Sin, Saint Anger. Was it Sinful? Oh yeah, shit. The band that was touted to be the next Metallica on the hype sticker. Black Fate. Man, if you don't own that album, go out, for God's sakes, man, and get it. Lust, hey, rape. Oh God, what a dirtbag album. Slimer's Final Judgment. Oh man, Dave kind of lightened up on this one. There, he was doing Highway Child, No Mercy, Ostrogoth, Witch Killer. This was kind of like, oh yeah, this is when Joey Belladonna, while we were writing this, made the announcement that he was returning to Anthrax. I guess somewhat suffering from battered wife syndrome. Anyway, new releases. Oh yeah, Skull Fist, Striker. A lot of these albums at the time, I did an awful lot of art for these guys. Enforcer, Fatality, New Rat, and I've also posted this my Rat birthday cake. I was so obsessed with Rat that for 3 years in a row I ended up getting a Rat birthday cake. This one was made for me by my friend Lori, Seagull Panties. Don't ask. The Dead Legends Series 2, that was such a success, people wanted to see more. So then we did our dime bag. We got Dead there, Kelly Johnson, Eric Carr, Chris Witchhunter, and of course David Pritchard from Armored Saint. Again, one of my favorite sections, and I'd love to do more and more of those. Well, actually, I don't want anyone to die, but you get what I'm trying to say. I thought it'd be nice if these guys lived forever, but the run of the litter, the bastard of the discography, these were like big bands that released albums that weren't necessarily hated. They were just completely forgotten about, and so we just kind of went through them. And for example, Black Sabbath, Forbidden, right? Venom, Wastelands. No one really talks about these albums. Blow Up Your Video. I haven't heard anyone really say anything nice about that except for myself and Ian and a few other chuds. Annihilator, Set the World on Fire. Vanity Nemesis, Celtic Frost. Everyone's too busy focusing their hate on Cole Late. That one just got forgotten about. Rockin' a Hard Place for Aerosmith, etc. So there we are, uses and abuses. Now the last page was me shamelessly using the magazine as a way to advertise some of my art, and I was working for a lot of different bands at this point, doing a lot of t-shirts and album covers, CDs. So now I go back and look at them like, Jesus Christ. Rape the Willing for Aggressor. I remember the band came up to me outside in Hamilton somewhere one day and like, we got this idea. It's called Rape the Willing. Can you come up with something? And then I came up with this like, take a number ticket. Oh, Jesus. It's shameful. I've got the shirt. I can't even wear it now. Skullfist, man, I did all their covers until, I don't know, Jackie moved on. Who knows? Fuck it, there is Jackie. Good kid. I wish him luck on the next album. Anyways, that's it. There's the back patch. This time, Dave's jacket. A little bit more crusty than mine. And look at that adorable King Diamond one.